BlueDriver Max is the industry's leading diagnostic tool for auto auctions, inspection agencies, and car dealerships. So what we see very often, our use cases is helping car dealerships to begin with, improve the trade-in process. And a lot of the time we see dealerships that aren't starting with a scanning device lose between $4,000 and $12,000 a month in uncaught mechanical issues. And what that also impacts their profitability on each trade-in as well, when they're having to pay for that cost, taken away from the profitability of that sale. The other factor that also plays into this, when you scan with the device and you begin, and what our special secret sauce is we'll generate a DTC code, we'll provide it to the user in English, and then we'll make a suggestion on the recommended fix. And with that information, we can return what the cost of reconditioning is for that vehicle. So a lot of the time we'll take, through our integrations with softwares like Repair 360, is that we can pass the diagnostic information into the reconditioning process to also speed up the recon process. So if you have the diagnostic issues already embedded in some sort of reconditioning software, you know exactly what parts you're going to need, you know what labor that's going to be required, so you can outsource to your third-party techs and or plan your inside techs to actually do that work. And what we see when we accelerate and pass that data from the trade-in process through the diagnostic device that BlueDriver Max offers into the recon process, we can actually save 3 to 5 days using a combination of BlueDriver Max and our recon software to help accelerate that. And that also helps the profitability at a dealership. So first, we're saving that uncaught mechanical issues of your $4,000 to $12,000 a month. But then what we see through our data is that it costs about $100 for a dealership to hold a car per day before it gets reconned and back to the front line. So if we can cut that down by 3 days, you're saving the profitability on the deal, plus saving your costs on the recon to get that car back to the front line faster. And that makes it, and as in the used car world, I'd say, as we all know, but in the used car world, if you can sell that car within the first 15 days that you get on the lot, it's proven that gross margins go up quite drastically on those cars. So we have a very unique value proposition, first starting with making dealers more profitable at the used car trade-in process by first improving margins on the deal, saving those costs. We also have a little secondary benefit as well, as we do fraud detection. So if a check engine light was recently cleared, or we validate odometer readings, and VIN numbers, so if anybody's trying to replate VINs or roll back an odometer, BlueDriver will catch that. It's not uncommon, especially as the age of cars get older now, average age in the car park is about 12 and a half years. The average age of trade-ins getting older as well. Having more issues, we see more check engine lights on. Not uncommon for somebody to go to a service station, have it cleared, and then go trade their car in right away. So BlueDriver Max will help dealers identify those issues. The second kind of use case at just a very high level is that we help, BlueDriver Max is the backbone of the inspection process in the auto auction industry. So likes of the big players such as ACV, OpenLane, Carvana, use BlueDriver Max at the point of injection as far as understanding the mechanical condition of the car. It incorporates it directly into their proprietary systems, and then they actually start the recon process and the auction listing process by the data that comes out of BlueDriver Max at that point. So that's how we fit in here. We're literally the backbone of the auto industry on the retail and auction side of the world that performs the diagnostics. We have thousands of dealerships currently on BlueDriver Max, and my guesstimate is somewhere between 60-70% of the wholesale auction space that actually is using BlueDriver Max as it's beginning that recon process.